It's Lolo, going on into floor 7 of 10 floors. First screen of floor 7, we're dealing with some not quite so tricky and actually rather fun puzzle elements. The wrinkle is in the gray block dude that we've seen before but not for quite some time. He doesn't kill you on contact like many enemies. His trick is to charge at you when you get into his line of sight and push you up against a wall. He'll run at you in a straight line and push you in a straight line until he can't push you any farther. So while I'm trying to stay out of range of the Medusa heads and the back and forth fiery guys that will shoot you if you get in their line of sight. See, he blocked me from pushing that block up there. And now he's trying to charge at me, but when I get out of his line of sight, he goes away. But I'm avoiding the firing range of all these enemies and staying out of his way. So I have to time my movements pretty carefully, but not a bad screen. And on we go to the second screen. This one is all about getting the hearts in the correct order and blocking off Medusa heads, using the ammo to turn the pink guys into eggs to get them in front of the Medusa heads. Keeping in mind the trees do not block the shots of the Medusa heads. So we block off the two Medusa heads so we can grab the second heart. Now we need to turn the last fiery guys into eggs, and while they're eggs, we grab the heart, grab the key, and on we go. The third screen is the least fun screen on this floor for me, because it's the least fun kind of puzzle in this game. It's the arrow puzzle. And rather than describing each arrow that I go through, I will just let the screen speak for itself as far as the order to take this and where to use your two arrow switching tools. The most confusing part about these arrow puzzles is they lead to lots of staring at the screen intently and kind of mapping with your eyes where I can go next. And the arrows are even more confusing by the fact that you can enter them from any direction except where the arrow is pointing, where intuitively it looks like you should only be able to go in at the bottom of the arrow and out at the front of the arrow, but you can enter the arrow blocks on any of the three sides that the arrow is not pointing. And then it's an extra fun wrinkle that they throw in an active skull after you've grabbed the last heart. So you have to know your route to the key before you grab that last heart, because the skulls can ignore the arrows. The last screen on the floor, we have to make sure not to grab all 4 of the hearts on the outside of that block. We can only grab 3. We need to save one out there. Also importantly, we have to change one of the arrows on the top of the block. So I notice on the right side, I've changed the arrow on top of the 3, so I can block the 2 skulls on the top part of that square with the 2 green blocks from the outside of this square. Now the other one, I need to change an arrow on the bottom half, the bottom part, so that I can block the 2 sets of skulls on the bottom side. Also remember here that the green stuff is enemy-proof. Lolo can walk through the green stuff, enemies can't. So the skulls that are touching the green stuff are blocked on the top or bottom side. So when I grab the heart here with the configuration I have now, the skulls can't move. I have a clear track to the key, and we can go on to the next floor.